is not-for-profit organisations, because they're seen politically as being less nasty. you know what I mean? There's a perception that private companies are out to make money, not-for-profits are out to do it, to be nice. And which is a load of rubbish, because you still have to make a profit to be able to reinvest. But we did lose out on a number of occasions to not-for-profit organisations. So there is an element of reputation and perceived reputation.
Got it. Do you have a sense of whether this competition from non-for-profit is it increasing? Are there more people starting this kind of foundations, or not really?
Basically, they're charitable organisations, which means that they have the advantages of other benefits. I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, from a tax and everything else point of view, they're different. I don't know. I wouldn't like to say whether they're increasing or not. I mean, you have some of the bigger players like Anchor Housing that do have some learning disabilities units. You have people like St John's, and you have, other various charitable organisations that do learning disabilities and are more subsidised than we are.
So what is the competitive advantage of being a private company, or what is the advantage of Voyage Car?
I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. Couldn't comment.
Got it. Yeah, because I think like on the one hand, you could think that why wouldn't this whole industry be serviced by non-for-profit, right? On the other hand, you think, well, there are businesses, and there are both smaller businesses and larger businesses, right? So there is so there must be a reason for this to exist. Because that's always the question: why does this company exist to begin with?
Yeah, I have no idea. I couldn't comment.
Okay, understood. So let's maybe talk about costs. And I think that this was so obviously on the one hand the national living wage and the minimum the minimum wage moving up, that obviously puts some pressure on the business.
Yeah.
Are there any other, like, before we move to Tomlinson, are there any other reasons for the cost to move up?
No, I think the biggest problem I think that all care homes have, and I'm including both Four Seasons and Voyage Care, is the fact that you're constantly under pressure from the local authorities, social services, to reduce costs. So you are constantly being, asked to reduce your costs, and your increases year on year are never enough. I mean, one of the things that certainly in Voyage Care, to get an increase on a care package on an annual review, I mean, it was so small. And so, they are constantly under pressure with their budgets, and then that pressure is passed on to you because you're trying to manage a service on reduced costs. So, within the elderly care sector, Four Seasons is no different to anybody else, in as much as local authority rates do not reflect the true cost of care.
Yeah.
You have got advantages with Voyage Care because you've got a specialised market, but it's still highly competitive, which is why you don't win every single tender that's going. That you can't afford to pay the pay rates that you'd like to be able to pay for your staff because of those financial constraints. So you're always working with one hand tied behind your back because to retain staff, you've got to pay. You can afford to pay them a little bit more in Voyage Care because it is more specialised, because you're getting higher rates, but it's tough, and that's the sort of constant problems that you've got.
Okay. So people. Okay, got it. So basically, you're saying that people who are